Speak about something. Uh, this is Dr. Melida Harris Barrow with the 6th Region Global Chamber of Commerce. Good evening to everyone. I want to speak about something important today. The first 10 minutes. I need to do this because there's some things that's going to be coming up, and I need you guys to be involved. And most of you, I notice, well, some of you, I notice that when we are speaking about something, I might ask questions and everybody stays silent. Sometimes, not all the times. When we're having these type of meetings, I want people involved. I want you guys to get involved because in the world in business, you cannot be silent. Um, you cannot always be in the background. Um, I know sometimes some of us might not have anything to say because everything is understood. But sometimes we are afraid to speak by whatever reason. And we need to get more involved in our conversation. This program is not just about business, but it's also about you believing in yourself, knowing who you are, getting involved in things. Because one of the great things that I have recognized is that by getting involved with whatever program that you might be in, it helps you to understand better instead of being silent. One of the things that I want to share with you guys today is this. First of all, you guys are powerful, very, very powerful. And most of the time, you don't know how powerful you are. The power within you, maybe no one has ever said how powerful you are. Dr. Barrow is going to say that today. The things that you have within, it's important. It needs to be shared. Having the kingdom of God within you is very important. Everybody say the kingdom is somewhere else. No, it's there. And it needs to be activated. It needs to be activated because you will never know who you are if you do not activate the kingdom of God within you. I don't really like to speak about religion because everybody have different religions and belief. I might refrain by saying I might not use that, the kingdom of God, but I know you're powerful inside and outside. In order for you to be a leader, people say you're born with it, not all the time. Some people become leaders later on in life by the things they see, do, and sometimes by the things that you might see and you see no one is doing it, you you go forward. You understand? So what I'm saying is that the power that God has given you, you have to use it. Don't keep it dormant. You have to activate it. You understand? So, what I am saying to all of you here today is the fact that you have the spirit of resilience, of patience. You have a power within you that the world is envious of. And that is why you are going through what you're going through, because you're not showing, you're not impacting the world as though it should be. You see, you have to impact you in order to impact the world. You cannot spend the rest of your life being in a cubicle, being in a room, repeating yourself over and over about what you're going to do and don't do it. Procrastination is dangerous. It's very dangerous. And I'm telling you that because sometimes it seeps in and you talk about all what you're going to do over and over, years after years, and you don't get it down. From now on, whatever, whatever you have to do, do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop thinking too much. Just get it done. Do you understand? So, um, I think it's important that when you are in these type of sessions, speak up. Speak about what you want to speak of. Even Dr. Barrow might be speaking of something else. You tell Dr. Barrow, I want to talk about this, whatever is on your mind. You see, not everywhere you go that you are going to just go along with a program. I want you to inject things in that program. You know, I want to talk about this. There might be things that's happening in your life, and you might need help in terms of advice, and you don't know where to go. This is the place to go. This is the place because this teaching is not just about exporting, importing this, that. No, this here is a home. And sometimes we want to speak about something, and it's very difficult because we think, well, this is not the subject we're talking about. When I am finished, or and so forth, you just let me know, Dr. Barrow, I want to talk about this topic because this has been holding me back from doing what I have to do in my life. And then we talk about it. Or I want you to tell me, Dr. Barrow, after the meeting, can I talk to you? If I have the time, I will talk to you. If we have to put it for tomorrow, we're going to put it for tomorrow. But we have to talk about these things. You understand? So, what I want to tell you today is that your power that you have within you, okay, it needs to be activated. You need to speak of it. And even if you have to record it, let it out. It has to come out. You understand? Because what I do, if I think about something, if I dream about something, I record it. Then I go back to it. I listen to it again and again. And then something always come out of it. And that's how I started, by going to the different indigenous people throughout Central America. I started with Honduras. And then from Honduras, I came back home and I was able to let 7 tribes, and they're huge. When I tell you they're huge, they're huge. And I called and I said, I need to have a meeting with you guys. Now, that's the power that I activated. That's the power that I know I have. And I was told in the meeting that it's been years that all 7 tribes, the chief of all 7 tribes, came together for many years. Imagine, that is called the power that you have. That is the kingdom of God that's within you and not outside of you, that you are able, as powerful as you are, that I was able to call upon 7 tribes in Panama, and just the chiefs that's in charge of all 7 tribes came together, and I had a meeting with them, and that I call impactful. That is an impact right there. You understand? So now I am going next in January to Belize. Belize. And in Belize, I will meet the Mayan in Belize. Those are another tribe. What I'm saying to you, open up, speak, be impactful. You understand? You don't need another person to tell you, or to, normally what we do, we say, okay, Rita, can you do me this favor? Do you know anybody? Da 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 da. Stop doing that. Sometimes it's for you to knock the door yourselves. And stop asking other people to knock the door for you because they know them. You don't know what chance you might have instead of them. But when you open up and know that you have that kingdom of God within you, you know what the kingdom of God is? Self-confidence, you know. Because when you don't have self-confidence, you're going to always be begging somebody to do something for you. Confidence is something very important in your lives, you know, because if you don't have that confidence to knock that door, how did I meet the king in Nigeria? I made a phone call and I said, I would like to speak to the king. I would like for the king to come to Panama, blah, 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 blah. And it happened. Then the king turned around and invited me to his birthday. While I was there, I spoke to the king. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, I am going to be working with the youth and I'm going to be working with the women. What did he say to me? That's great. I love that. I love the way you think because I put everything in details. And what did he say at the end? I will help you. That's what I want you guys to do. Don't wait for others because it might never happen. You should have the confidence. You should have the power inside of you, okay, and believe in yourselves. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in who you are. Everything that you have heard negative in the past about you, throw that out. Throw it out. That means nothing to you today. When somebody tell you you'll never make it, you'll never do this, you'll never do that, I want you guys to throw that out. I don't want you guys to sit there and talk about, my friend told me one time, my mom told me, my cousin told me, get rid of that. Take that out of your system and bring something new on the table. You understand? That's self-confidence. You have to be a creator, not a follower. You have to be a builder. You understand? And in order to get to these places, you have to have what? Knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, you're going to sit there for the rest of your life and do nothing. All these conferences we go to, what do? They speak and that's it. There's no action to what they're saying. You see, you have to take that information and go into action. Don't put it somewhere, use it. So I wanted to know about the people in Honduras. What did I do? I went there for 15 days. Now I know what they're going through. No one has to tell me, well, Dr. Barrow, no. I want to go. I want to see. I want to hear. I want to touch to make my own conclusion as to what they need. You see, they don't know anything about export. Nothing, nothing, nothing. They don't know nothing about import. Nothing, nothing, nothing. How long have they been there? In Panama, how long have the natives been there? Over 100 years. Guess what? They never in their lives, from one generation to the next, never, ever exported anything. So Dr. Barrow knew that. You see? So I went there and I told him, have you ever exported? I already know. Remember, a leader will know when she asks a question or he asks a question, he already know the answer. Don't go there unprepared. Go there prepared. So when you knock a door and the questions that you're going to ask, make sure you know the answer. Make sure you have a solution. You see. And if you don't have that, then that's a problem. I need somebody to say, We can hear you, Dr. Barrow. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Dr. Barrow.
Okay, very
Thank you,
good.
Mama.
Very
I can
good.
hear you.
So, my point is this: anybody that is under me, and when I say under, teaching, coaching, preparing, you have to know that you're powerful. You have to know where you're going. I don't want you go blindly anywhere. I need you to open your heart, open your mind, and you are all leaders. You see, most people think that leaders are born. No. Once they get that information, they will be leaders. You see, once you have information and you go into a country, you can manage the country. I don't want you guys to think national. I don't want you guys to think international. I want you guys to think globally. Global. Because when you think to help Nigeria and the people in your community, think global. Because you're going to need the people outside of Abuja, outside of Lagos to form alliances in order for you to be productive. You can't just deal with Lagos. What does Lagos have? What does Abuja have? What does this state have and that state have? You have to go outside of your element in order for you to understand, to be global. You can't just call yourself global. Oh, I'm global. I'm international. Why? Because you speak to someone from Germany and you speak to someone from Panama? No, it's the work that you do. It's the knowing that when you step foot in that country, you know the people, you know the system, you understand? You know the government, you know your brothers and sisters. That's global. And what is it that you're going to do for Lagos? What is it that you're going to do for Abuja? What is it that you're going to do in a community in India in order to form an alliance with Lagos and Abuja? It's forming alliance that you're going to also make it. You understand? That's why when I went to Honduras, I created relationships because everybody is not good. So you have to go in and build the relationship, know the truth. Why is this? Why is these two communities fighting? Why are these tribes fighting with each other? You see, it has nothing to do with you, but you become part of it because you were taught that this tribe don't go with this tribe. You can't marry that tribe. You can't do this with that other tribe. Why? Because the mindset of people is not all the same. There are people that constantly are fighting. Trust me, I've been into Lagos. They fight all day. They fight for little things, but they wouldn't fight back to their enemies. They love their enemies. And they will say nothing because of fear, because of their mind has been conditioned to love their enemies and to fight with their brothers and sisters. You were taught that. You see, you have to realize what you're doing. You have to think about where you're going. Some people say, stay focused. Just think of one thing. Your mind is not capable of thinking of one thing. They're training you to think of one thing. When they use the word focus, it means to focus on one thing for them. No, use the 100% of your brain and you do it every day, but you just need to activate certain things. You understand? So focusing is telling you don't go. People used to tell me all the time, Dr. Barrow, how is it that you doing all of this at one time? I say it's my brain. Has nothing to do with me. That's how my brain works because I've never limited anything when it comes to my brain. It's unlimited. It goes wherever it wants to go, but I am here to direct it. It can go from working with the youths, working with the women, working in government, working here, dear, because the mind, that's how it really functions. But by you listening to scientists telling you that you're not using 100% of your brain, you are accepting something that is not natural to you. It is not natural to be limited when it comes to your mind. It's unnatural. And that's why your enemies will always tell you that word, focus. But if your mind can do all sorts of things at one time, let it be. Let it be. Don't force it because somebody telling you what to do. Remember, I need you to learn to think and not follow. I don't want you guys following anybody. You understand? I want God to use your mind to go to places that you never thought you would be. Let it be. Let that brain of yours, that mindset of yours, get rid of the negative things that you've been taught and let it be free again in order for you to exercise the limitless things that's in this world. And you will see where you will be in the future. So what did I do? I decided that I'm going to Honduras. I spent 15 days there. And then after that, I allowed my mind to be limitless. And what happened? The mind says, go back to Panama and visit the 7 tribes. Huge. And speak to them because they never, ever exported in their generations. Their ancestors never thought of it. You know why? They didn't need to. They had everything. But now things have changed. And when things change, the mind has to change. Then I'm going to Belize. Then I'll be going to Mexico. You know why? The mind, I've allowed it to be and not restrict it. Because every time you allow your mind to be, it's going to take you places. You see, you don't make that decision. The mind does. Because what the mind is going to do is going to say, this is not enough, but you forcing it to be enough because your mind is limited. But when your mind becomes limitless, it takes you everywhere. So my mind expanded when I left Honduras. It says, go back to Panama, speak to the chiefs of the 7 tribes, and it's time to export. Now the mind is saying, go to Belize. You see what the mind does? It makes you explore. It gives you the ability to think further than you will ever think. So what I am saying today is that today is a special day. Mark this day, because this day is special for you. Your mind now is going to go places. And when it goes to places, your ideas are going to start coming. Don't follow everybody. You have to follow the mind that God gave you, the limitless mind that God gave you. And now you're going to start thinking, what is it Nigeria needs? What should I do for Nigeria? But then when you say that, then the mind is going to say, how can I connect Nigeria with Ghana? How can I connect Ghana with the youth? You see, it's the youth you want to bring together. Because while once all of you are together, that's a powerhouse. If you think just about you, you're going nowhere. But if you think the way I'm telling you, you're going to bring the whole of Africa together. And you're going to be working with youths from different levels, categories, everything. And then voila, you are creating and building nations together globally, not just in Africa, but the world. And this information that I'm giving you today, it's power, because the power within you is going to go so many places. The children, when you see little kids running around, younger than you, coach them, teach them, because this is not just about you. Because if I thought that way, we wouldn't be having a conversation today. This, if you want Africa to change, if you want the world to change, because I'm going to tell you a little secret, Africa will change. But then if you don't deal with the rest of the world to make that change in unity, there is no Africa. What Traore is trying to do is unite Africa. Because once you guys are united, the world is going to change by forming alliance. He cannot do it by himself. He has to work with others outside of Africa. That makes him global. You understand? So the idea about all of this that we're doing is not just to export fabrics to Latin America, but is to make your mind a healthier mindset. It will not work if you continue to use the mindset that you have today. You want to show off with that person, you want to do this with that person. No. We have to do it in unity and with love for one another. Because if we don't do that, none of us are going anywhere. All right? So I want to thank you for listening to this. And I want you guys to unmute. Some of you that wants to say something, unmute, and let's have a conversation. Please. Go ahead.
Doctora, dígale que el que quiera hablar, levante la mano, que ahí también hay una manito para levantar. No sé si ellos
Ya
sabrán
yo le
hacer.
dije. Ya yo le dije. So raise your hands if you guys want to say something. Go ahead.
Good evening once again.
Good evening, Mama.
Good evening once again. This is Caroline. speaking.
Mhm.
First and foremost, I want to appreciate you, Dr. Barrow. Thank you for this knowledge that you've impacted. I, for one, if there's anything that is going to be a take home for me tonight, to start with, is that of you talked about procrastination. I think I've been having that challenge of procrastinating, and I've been trying to work on it. And then you talking about it tonight um, is another way all put together for me to like, yeah, Caroline, you really, if you must go far in life, you have to work on that aspect as far as this life is concerned, that you want to make impact, you want to go from this level you are to another level. Thank you so much on that aspect. Secondly, if there's anything that I'll, I will say I really laid hold on tonight in this meeting is how we can come together, and not how do we come together. Like you said, this meeting is not just for the business per se, but there must be something that needs to be done before the business, which is the unionism. Um,
Yeah,
Mama, thank you so much. I want to
I
say
agree.
I count it privilege for me to be part of this meeting tonight. And it's as if the meeting is just for me and for me alone. And I said I'm not going to take it for granted. Once again, thank you, Mama, and thanks to the General House.
Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate that. And if you need help on the procrastination, we can do one-on-one, and I'll help you to overcome that because it's not as difficult as you think. So let's schedule something and let me know, and we'll work together and get you over that type of thing that you're going through, that procrastination that you're going through. Thank you for your response. Anyone else?
Thank you once
Víctor
again.
quiere hablar.
Okay, yo no puedo ver las manos, así que go ahead, go ahead.
Victory levantó su mano. Victory.
Go ahead, Victor.
Yeah. Good
Mhm.
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening, son.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. Barra, I'm happy to be in this meeting tonight, and I also want to thank you for this opportunity of being in this platform. So far, your teaching has been, inspiring and also a source of motivation for us that are down here in Africa and especially in Nigeria. The first time meeting you was at the conference, after the conference at Abuja, and then this platform was formed. So I tried to reach out a few times, but I think somehow I wasn't able to. But then, or you haven't been so you've been busy all this while. So I was happy when you made mention of some of us who have ideas that they wanted to execute.
Hello. Hello. ¿Se fue Maite?
Él está ahí aún, pero algo pasó con... Ahí tiene su micrófono, pero no se le escucha ahora.
Okay. Hello, Victor. Can you hear me?
Victory, we
Hello.
can hear you. We can't hear you.
Mm. Yeah, it's probably something with his
Se
technical
salió,
problems.
se
Yeah,
salió, algo pasó. Sí.
yeah, he might be coming back in again. In the meantime, is there anyone else that would like to say something? Please raise their hands. No one else?
Paula quiere hablar. Paula.
Paula, go ahead.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know if it's evening where you are, but good day rather, just to be centralized. All right. I also want to thank you for everything for the talk. It was really motivational and also strategic, on ways to get started. Okay, so as a group, I want us to like really start up something because you mentioned a few things about educating, people about this importation and exportation, which was one of the things or few of the things that you did during your time in Honduras. And I've also been looking out to doing such in some local villages that also produce some of these materials or resources, but then don't know how to export them to make money and to improve the economic growth in the country,
Mm-hmm.
as well as connecting with some of these Latin America or the indigenous people of America, like how we can connect to those countries. Like I have one
Mm-hmm.
country in Brazil, in my yes, like a country in South America, Brazil precisely.
Okay.
So I don't know how to specifically educate these people on how we can get some of these resources to import and some of the resources outside Nigeria to be how to export our resources to those places and how to get some of the resources in other countries to be imported into Nigeria, because it's when I think about it, it's a lot of work, and then I honestly don't know how we can get started. If there are people that we could meet, I don't know.
Okay. Let me say something that you said that you shouldn't have said. It's a lot of work. When you say things like that it's a lot of work, you'll never get it done because you already putting a barrier in terms of that is too much to do. In the future, this is what I want you to say. It's a process. Okay? It is a process. It's not a lot of work. And this is where procrastination starts. And this is where you keep repeating yourself. You'll find yourself repeating yourself what you want to do, but not get it done. First of all, you have to find out and research what you have to get done, which is called a process. Number one, do you have a license in order to export? Number two, what products do you want to export? Number three, what country or what community or where in Africa that is demanding for the product that you have? Then you have to call them and find out, let's say, with the crisis that's happening in Burkina Faso, do you think this is where the thinking coming from? They are having issues there, but things are getting better. Let's say, I wonder if they're going to need planting. I wonder if they're going to need beans, rice, this. And then that's where the process begins from that, from 1, 2, 3, 4, call, try to find someone there in the agriculture department. and find out, do you guys need beans? Do you need rice? They might say yes or no. If they say no, you knock someone else's door. When you knock someone else's door and they say, oh yeah, we need beans, we need rice. And then what you do you have the funds to get it done? And then you say no to yourself. And then you say, well, I need investors. And how do I find these investors? Then you call us again and say, Dr. Barrow, you know, we need this amount of money in order for us now to be able to export the products to this location. And it's a process, and you keep going and going and going. What happens is that your heart wants to do something, and your mind is telling you already it's going to be a lot of work. Don't let your mind control what you want to do, because you're going to go into procrastination. That is your enemy. You should never say something is hard, because if I were to say and spend my life saying, you know what, I'm not going to do this because it's hard. Never look at it as hard. Look at it as a process that you have to go through. And the number one process, the number one thing that you have to do, make a list of all the things that you need to do. The list. Caroline, the list. Make a list, Caroline, of all the things that you might have to do, because when you start thinking big like that, it's not going to get done. So, Paula, what I'm going to do with you is that you and I are going to sit down, but you're going to have to do your homework. You have to make a list of the things. Go on Google. What does it take to export blah, 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 blah. And then that list is going to come down. It's going to help you in Google. You can even go in AI, and AI will tell you all the requirements that you might need in order to start a business of export and import. You can also not only do that, but there are people out there that's doing agriculture. The thing is that, are they ready to export? Just because they're cultivating doesn't mean that the product is quality to export. So never start that it's hard. Always start by telling yourself, oh, it's a process. So I have to start from number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. You understand now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for what you said. Sincere apologies for using that phrase. Thank you so much. It's it's
Right.
well understood, and I'm going to make more adjustments and of course make the list, because I already have in mind certain states I want to reach out to, but then
Great.
thinking about it, sometimes I get scared
Yes,
about
yes,
meeting
because it looks
officials.
big. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Don't
because
be afraid.
you
Don't
have
let
to be
fear kick in.
maybe
Yes, go
yeah,
ahead.
because sometimes people tell me, oh, you have to be a politician's daughter or the state
Oh my
governor's child,
God.
or you
Are you
have well,
serious? Are you serious?
I'm telling you, and it's really hard for you to share these ideas with someone and they encourage you without, saying all sorts of negative things. But I've noticed that anytime being in this program, being with you as a person, it has really encouraged me to think outside the box. What if
There you go.
it's, instead of saying, oh yeah, you're not gonna do this because you don't have this person, you don't have that person, you're not that
Yeah,
person. But then what if anytime I'm really grateful for, at least I know how I can get things started since I have the idea. Thank you so much,
right.
ma'am.
Right. And one of the things too, and I mentioned this earlier, the fact that sometimes everybody around us, if I were to listen to everyone around me telling me, oh, Dr. Barrow, that's hard to do. You can't do this. You got to knock this door. And, when I met the king, you know, last month. And I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even speak for 7 minutes. And the king looked at me and said, I love the way you think. Why? Because I don't think like everybody. That's why everything that I teach you, I've been through. So he said to me, fine, just send me the proposal and we'll go from there. You see? So what I'm saying is, do not, Allah, please listen to negativity. And what you tell them when they start telling you the negativity, you let them know that I can do it. See, what happens, I want you guys to listen to me carefully what I'm about to say, because this is so important what I'm about to tell you. Most people, see, your thoughts are different from them. Most people, when you tell them you're going to do something and they tell you something negative, do you guys know why they do it? Because they cannot do it. So those thoughts comes into your mind because you building a relationship with God. He's giving you those thoughts. And if you have those thoughts, it's because you can do it. But when someone come from the outside and they tell you it's too hard, I don't think you're able to do that. I have done so many things in my life. Everybody's telling me, I don't think you can do that, Dr. Barrow. That's too big. It's too big for your mind, but not mine. I can do whatever I want to do, and it's so easy. So here I am now gathering all the indigenous people from Brazil all the way now to Mexico, put them together for them to export their goods. They would tell me, don't do that, Dr. Barrow. That's too hard. So Paula and everybody else, I do not want, whatever is in your mind is because God gave it to you and he knows that you can do it. So do it. And when the procrastination come and knock your door, tell them, please, I don't have time for you, Mr. Procrastinator. Get out of my life. Because I know what I can do. The thing that's missing, Paula, believe in yourself. Please do that for me. You believe in what you can do. And always remember that Dr. Barrow is here to teach you, to guide you, and to make your dream come true. That's why I'm here. All right?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're
ma'am.
welcome, Mama. So let's set up something for you to do one-on-one, okay?
All right, ma'am.
All right. Anybody else?
Creo que Rita quería hablar, doctora.
Rita, go ahead.
Who's knocking?
Hmm?
Who's knocking on the door?
Rita, unmute your microphone, please. Rita,
Yes, mommy.
do you want to talk
Can
something?
you hear me, ma? Yes. Yes.
Dr. Melida.
Yes, I'm here.
Please.
Okay. Rita, please talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you,
Please,
Mama.
good evening, everyone. Thank you, mommy, Dr. Barrow.
Yes.
Please, I'm sorry for my poor network. I don't understand my network today. It has been bad.
No,
I'm
don't
sorry.
worry. We were able to jump in and help
I
you.
think I had all I supposed to hear, and I've been part of the meeting, even though I was connecting and disconnecting. Thank
No
you,
worries.
mommy. You've been an encouragement.
Mhm. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, you have anything else to say? Rita?
Hello? Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. Do you have anything else to say?
Se salió, algo pasó.
Okay, she has a bad
Um,
connection.
Your
also.
presence has been an encouragement.
Oh, okay.
Serious connection, bad connection. Yeah. So thank you, Mommy,
Yeah.
for the day. Sorry for the bad phone network. You've been a backbone for us, the young ones, because most of the time it's just this encouragement we need, because you'll be having ideas, but nobody to like tell you that, yeah, it's possible. Go ahead, and all that.
Right, right. I understand. Trust me. I understand. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you for
You're
being
welcome.
there for us.
You're welcome, Mama. Anytime. Anytime.
I'm happy that this meeting held today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to prepare you all for what's coming in the world. And I want you guys to be well prepared, you know. So we're gonna do this together. Yes. Okay. Anybody else?
Hello, Mama.
Uh-huh.
Caroline. Yeah, Caroline once again.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Mommy, for being there for us and all of that. I
Mhm.
just want to add to what Fowler just said.
Yes.
I've been in the aviation industry for over a decade now, and I've been meeting with a lot of people, and this exporting and exporting, to be precise, has been a thing of that I've been craving for. I've been dreaming of it, thinking of how can I get it done. And of course, I've met with a couple of people. Even the last one was just last year here. And after all said and done, they will end up discouraging you, like
Yes.
you can't really get it done and all of that. Like I
Mhm.
went for surveying and then making some preparations and all of that. I got some things done, get some equipment, like my skills, as in one or two other stuffs like that. At the end of it all, you could see how they puncture all that dreams. Like you can't get it done. Who do you have out there that can help out and all of that, despite the dream, despite the ideas and all of that? So we having you as a mother, like you said, giving us an open arms, we can run to you anytime, as in ask questions, come up with anything, your ideas and all of that. Mama, I want to say it's a very big thing for us. And as for me, Caroline, I am not going to take it for granted. I want to say once again, thank you, Mama, for being there for us. Thank you, for coming for our rescue. Thank you for these ideas and all of that. Thank you, and thank you once again. God bless.
God bless you, Mama. I really appreciate the comments that you guys are making. And it's always good to know that the time I take out to do what I do is appreciated. I just want the best for you guys because you deserve it. All of you deserve it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Caroline, Paula. But Victor, did Victor ever come back?
No, señora, está Obina. Obina.
Yes, ma'am, I'm online. I'm hearing everything, ma'am. I'm back. I'm here, ma.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I'm
You
here,
were
mommy.
talking. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Eh,
I'm saying.
Mr. Robina wants to talk.
Yeah, what I was saying is that you have been an encouragement. Most of the time, young people need an encouragement, an encourager, somebody that will stand by us, which I see in you and been very, very strong. Your confidence, and most times we, the young people, we feel we have this inferiority complex for what how do I put it? Like you're not, you don't have you just see yourself low that you can't do this and all that, you know. You need
Yeah.
sometimes you need someone else to look at you and tell you you are strong enough to do this.
No se le
So
entiende
it's a way of
nada.
encouragement. Keep it up, and I pray that God, as you work with you, ma, this is what the young people need, and we appreciate having you around us, ma.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much.
Se oyó entrecortado, no se le entendió nada. Eso.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Obina? Is Obina still there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening. Yeah, I'm here. Been listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Go ahead. Do you want to say something?
No, just listening. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Very good. All right. Anyone else?
Está Hawa Abdul.
Okay.
Hawa.
Go ahead.
Good
Go ahead.
evening, Dr. Barrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even
Madam
unlock
Mighty
my
and
shoe, my
I want to say something different from all what has been said this evening, but I just
Uh-huh.
want to use this opportunity to thank you very much for all what you have done for us. I want to thank everybody that is present in this meeting, for without them, this meeting would not hold today.
That's
And
right.
and I want to just add that I have gotten contacts of the people that sell fabrics. The assignment you gave us from the last
Right.
meeting.
Yes.
So I'm going to send it to you via email when the document is
Okay.
ready. Thank you so much.
Okay. Very good. Send copies, pictures of the fabrics. And those of you that have not done that, please, I'm still waiting for those copies of the fabric so we can get started. January is when we are going to get started. I'll be back in Lagos to visit the king in order for him to see what we're working on. We are getting ready to do this project. And as everyone knows, we are going to be sending the fabrics, shipping the fabrics to Latin America, selling them. And I want you guys will be part of the process of how this is going to take place. So once we get that, I will be in Lagos, and I pray that I can also be in Abuja, because most of you are in Abuja. So I want us to meet in Abuja in order for us now to commence the shipping of the products, because I already spoke to the Minister of Women and also to the Minister of Finance and Agriculture and so forth. I will revisit them, and then they will be the ones to we will be the ones to talk to them and so forth, so we can get started on this project. So all of you that's on the phone, we need to get a list of all the fabrics that you can take pictures and show it to us. I know Caroline, she had sent me a whole lot of stuff, and I love the format that she sends the fabrics. So what I want to do is, Caroline, I want to make an announcement today, just like I did last week. I want you to be in charge of how they are supposed to present the fabrics and how we should work with it. So you will be in charge and be the director for that, for the team. Okay? Caroline, are you still there? Is Caroline there, Maite?
Oh, yes, Mama. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you for the
Yes.
privilege, Mom.
Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
Maite is going to send you some documents to sign of you being the director for that section. And when you get when you get that information, then you're going to be signing an NDA also. And I think you're great at what you're doing, and so forth. So we want you to be that person to help us to make this section a great, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for all of you. So as we're moving, as we're going, we are selecting young people to do this program. So let's get it done. And congratulations, Caroline.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, everyone in the house. Thank you all.
Yes, yes. So we're going to go into closing. If anyone have anything to say, let me know now. We're going to go into closing. Anyone else? This is the last call. All right. No one else. All right. Thank you once again. Next week,
Thank you,
we
Mommy.
want, yes, thank you too. Next week, I want you guys to submit during the week, I should say. I need you guys to submit those fabrics. Those fabrics, we need to have access to it and so forth. So send me some samples of what we have, because you look around and January is right here. So when I come to Nigeria, I will be purchasing the fabrics, and we're going to go through the whole process and so forth. So, yes, go ahead. Yes. So, we're going to do that. So this week here, starting, tomorrow, you guys can or today, you guys can start sending those samples, and we are going to go through the whole process. And then after that, we will talk about the future things that we're going to do with the king when he provides the information to us, the funds to us, in order for you guys to do the things that I think you should be doing now. Yes? All right. So in conclusion, thank you all for coming on today. And I pray to God that you guys be safe, and let's allow our minds to go beyond the beyond. All right, then. Good evening. And I should say good night to you guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, everyone in the
Good
house.
night, Ma.
Thank you, and good night.
Good
Bye
night.
for now.
Good
Okay,
night.
then. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Mommy. God bless you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.